Good morning, dear colleagues. We are going to start our working day. Now we're going to talk about the young personnel in the Timor Reform Police. Khatia Dekanoidze is the former Minister of Science and Education, Civic and Political Study Principal. You have the floor, ma'am. Пасочек.
Вы уже новым расшились.
Good morning. I'm going to speak Russian because my Ukrainian is not very good. Thank you for the invitation extended to me. And today, with my partner Georgi, we would like to announce the new launch of our school. As you know, in last December, with Mr. Georgi Zubkov, we opened a new school, a civil and political school, CAPS, which realistically trains new personnel for the public sectors. In April, we actually went through the first course in 45 wonderful young guys who now sitting and working on the very good concepts of policy, politics, and economics. And 45 guys actually graduated from this course. On May 11, we are going to realistically launch a new course. As you know, our lecturers, the Georgian reformers who used to work in the Ministry of Justice, former ministers, former deputy ministers, and they deliver lectures to those new courses. Will do that. How to develop, how to build a state, how to develop a state, what is democracy, how it can start a political PR, how it can manage the state in such a way that it can flourish. And those courses and lectures were found to be very interesting by those guys. I think that realistically 45 new generation representatives, they will have a true chance to work not only in the private sectors, but they are going to work also within the framework of such projects as the selection of the personnel for the new police, as they already are going to starting to work in the Verkhovna Rada, in the Parliament of Ukraine. They are going to be part of the new public organization based on our political school. So the realistically new 45 people who starting on May 11th this year, and they will be part of new lectures and new course. They are going to join our army of our young, wonderful, golden reserve, if I may put it in this way, of Ukraine, I mean. So what kind of a concept it is and what kind of a school it is? You know, I'm often asked, why in Ukraine, why not in Georgia? You know, I realistically, maybe really, I'm a bit selfish, but I believe if Ukraine can make a breakthrough, then Georgia will follow in the current steps, and they will start to work in new sectors. They have a different mentality, absolutely different mentality, and those young people actually are part of the future, and we have the common future with you. And realistically, the basis of our future really are those guys who graduate and are part of such good and well-organized and arranged programs where they draw a lot of information from. I mean, perhaps Georgi is going to speak in more details about that, but we have 8 lecturers, and all of them represent the team of reformers of Georgia. The former government of Mr. Saakashvili, they are former ministers and deputy ministers, and they know really what is what, and they were through all that before. That's why I believe that a new curriculum, a new program, a new school, a CAP school, will be another spark for the young generation of Ukraine, for the youth of Ukraine. Thank you.
Good morning. I would like to inform you in more detail about our training project, CAPSA. This is a community of thinking people, smart people. We're pretty sure that these people are able to change our country and work for the better future for the country. Currently, Ukraine experiences a huge demand in qualified civil servants. The parliament had 15 votings for the law on civil service, and this demonstrated that we need qualified and motivated young people in civil service. We have established a training project which within 8 weeks and through 24 lectures allows students to upgrade their knowledge, their education, and to become capable and prepared for the work in civil service. Our objective is to demonstrate how important reforms were implemented in other countries, in particular in Georgia. Our trainees are people who are interested in this work for the future, who have a good reputation and who have high motivation. I would like to thank to our partners in this project and to those mass media which cover our activities. On behalf of the Crisis Media Center, I would like to ask you a question. Ukraine is Kyiv is a big city, and many people come to Kyiv. That's why actually we have good market of labor force, including the civil service. Speaking about the regions, probably the personnel demand for personnel for human resources is more sharp in the regions. Among those young people who graduated from the first course, which we delivered in December and January, we had many representatives from the regions. For example, we had many people from Dnipropetrovsk this time. And as of today, we involve representatives of the regions to Kyiv for training. When we become stronger, probably we'll extend our work to the regions. And now when young guys from the regions come to Kyiv for training, they remain here and work. Whether you have any established cooperation with some government agencies whom you supply with human resources. We have established good relations with law enforcement. Thus, some of our graduates will work with the new patrol service. Also, we have established several other connections, useful connections, and I would like to emphasize that those young trainees, they are quite different from current civil servants, and we immediately understood this difference when they came to our school for the first time. I believe this is a real golden stock for the country. This is a really great resource. Any further questions? Since there are no further questions, thank you very much for the presentation. Please come again and inform us about the progress of your school. Our next briefing will be at 11. Thank you.
Спасибо вам.